is Lady G. Lady G.
And you are watching Living the Vision with Lady G, your host. We are back for another week. We have some awesome guests that I know that you will appreciate and learn so much from. I can't wait till you hear their story. So make sure you stay tuned. Do not turn that dial because you are watching Living the Vision with Lady G.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Niecy Chai.
And this is your boy Anton Milton.
I am Real Talk Kim.
This is Elder Don Hines.
And you are tuning in to Living the Vision with Lady G.
Lady G.
Lady G.
You are watching Living the Vision with Lady G.
And you're back. You're watching Living the Vision, of course, with your host, Lady G. I have one of my good friends here. His name is Rel.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. How am I? Okay, y'all. I'm doing well, Rel.
That's good. I'm glad about it.
Tell our viewers what your real name is because, unfortunately, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay, my real name is Aurelius Palmer, but everybody just calls me Rel.
Okay, so Rel, that's what we call you. Rel, I like this. Hello, I am forgiven.
Yes.
I know that's right. Hallelujah. So you in here cutting up with my crew, Rel.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Rel, tell us about yourself. Like, where did you grow up? You know, do you have any children, family, background, the whole nine? We want to know who Rel is.
I'm born and raised in Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay.
I'm currently single. I have been married.
Okay.
I'm currently single, no children.
All right.
That I know of. Can I say that?
Yeah, you should say that. Do you have a job?
Yes.
I know you have a job.
Quite a few.
So, okay. So my Facebook page is about to blow up because you're handsome, you're single, and you have a job. What?
Holla at me, ladies.
He gonna say holla at me, lady. I love it. Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm born and raised in Wilmington, Delaware. I've been singing since the age of 5. I've been playing since I was about 14, and I've been directing choir since I was 11. So I've always just been in music. I've always been active in the church, born and raised in the church. And it's just what God has given me to do.
Right. So you said you've been singing since 5.
Yes.
Prove it.
Okay. What's your favorite song?
Really, this is what you're gonna do to me. Okay, I won't complain. Give that to me, because that's where I am right now.
I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days. Whoa, and I've had some sleepless nights. Whoa, but when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days.
Oh, yes.
Outweigh all of my bad days. Whoa, I won't complain.
Oh my God, up in here. Okay, I believe you.
That's one of my favorite songs too. So yeah, that's.
I believe you. You know how people like, I've been singing forever, and then you're like, oh, let me hear something.
No, I'm not gonna do that to you.
Listen, and your new single, you just had a single come out recently, March 10th.
Yes.
Talk to me about the single. Give us a little bit of that.
All right.
Tell us how that came about.
All right, it's a song that
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming.
Right.
It's a song that I actually wrote one day just on the way to church. It just all came to me. And it's something in the power of expectation. And we as the people of God, we have to learn how to expect blessings from God, and we expect him to move, and we take him at his word. So I wrote that song, I'm Expecting a Blessing from the Lord. And it was produced by my good friend, A. Jermaine. Big shout out. A. Jermaine, who's also here at the conference with us. We recorded it a couple months ago, and it's just taken off. And I'm just going full speed ahead with what God has called me to do. And I want y'all to go out there and support it.
Amen. Yeah. And it's called...
Expecting a Blessing.
Yes.
Expecting a Blessing.
And it's on all of the digital...
It's on everything. CD Baby, iTunes, Google Play, all that good stuff. And it's Aurelius Palmer, Aurelius, and last name Palmer. Just look it up. I'm the only Aurelius Palmer on there.
I'm so excited for you because you have sown your seeds, of over the years, of not only into, your own ministry, but other ministries as well. So I know you're currently the choir director at a church. Talk to us about
Yes,
that.
I'm the minister of music at a church in Chester, Pennsylvania called the Cathedral at St. Mark's Christian Community Church, where my pastor is Bishop Anthony Hanna. Big shout out. I love my bishop. He's the greatest. I love being there. I love serving the people of God there. I'm just respected well there, and I'm just taken care of well there, and I'm honored there, and I honor the people, the congregation, great people. There's a great word that goes forth every Sunday that helps me sustain my life and actually helps keep my music ministry alive.
Amen. Amen. So talk to us about your walk with Christ, okay? Because you are single and you have yielded your gifts back unto him. So how do you keep him first, in your life? How do you keep that relationship where, because listen, you on fire. And there's nothing stale or religious about you.
Thank you.
You're here cutting up all and everything behind the scenes. But how do you keep, even I know you're a true worshiper and you're a worshiper from the heart. Talk to us because, we have some viewers and have people that we may know who are like, kind of stale with God or their relationship and they don't have that fire. Can you talk to us a little bit about yours and how you got it?
Okay, well, it was instilled in me by my grandmother. My grandmother always took us to church as kids. And I was born and raised in church, but I didn't really just get the full understanding of everything until I was about 15 and 16.
Okay.
And that was my age of accountability. She taught us how to reverence God and how to keep him first. In my walk, I am divorced, I should say, single. And I have to keep God first. And anyone that is going to walk with me in life has to understand that God is first in my life. They say God first, family second, and everyone else last. I have to keep God first. It comes through a daily relationship, worship daily, not just when you get in church. That's one of the topics we talk about, not just when I get in church on Sunday morning. This is not a show for me.
Right.
This is my life. I sing every day. I worship every day. I pray every day. You don't necessarily have to be on your knees with your head bowed praying. You could be in your car praying. You could be riding on the bus praying. What is important is that you have a praying spirit. And prayer is nothing more than a conversation with God.
Teach
and I like to keep that conversation with God at all times. And for those of you that might have lost your walk, I believe that God, well, I don't believe that. I know that God is always there. He's never left you. God, Joyce Meyer has a series that says God is not mad at you.
Yes.
He has not done anything to you but bless you. And some people say, well, if there's a God, then why did my child die? If there's a God, then why did this happen to me? And all that kind of thing. God reigns on the just as well as the unjust. Yes. And he is a good God. He is a great God. He makes no mistakes. And so that's why I serve him like I do.
Amen. And so it sounds like, I know, but we got to say for the people, you serve him wholeheartedly. With everything that's in you. So with you being the minister of music and you're leading people into God's presence, what are some things that you have to do for yourself? I know that you said you dedicate yourself daily to him, but what does that look like? Okay,
what that looks like when I'm at home, I'm playing worship music, not just on Sunday morning on the way to church, not just Saturday night, but I constantly immerse myself in worship music. I keep worship music in my house playing even when I'm not home. Everything about my home says that I'm a worshiper. I'm looking up scriptures, cross-referencing scriptures, using the Message Bible, the Rainbow Bible, the New International Version, getting an understanding, actually participating more in Bible study at my church. Musicians and singers that participate in your Bible study at your church.
Amen.
Get that word, get that relationship with God, because you cannot sing effectively about a God that you don't know any of his attributes or any of his qualities. You have to get to know who God is in order to effectively sing about him.
Amen. That is so true. So because you're a worshiper and you immerse yourself, daily, I know you, but you're just an awesome man of God. Not saying that to pump your head up.
Yeah, you can just squeeze it down.
Yeah, a little bit. But I know that you have an intimate relationship with the Father. So how would you encourage those who may not have it? I hear your daily regimen where you were saying that you listen to worship music, you're immersed in the Word, but has there ever been a time maybe when you were stale, or maybe when the spirit of religion came upon you, was just doing what you had to do because it was expected of you? That's religion and we know relationship are two different things. So what were your aha moment, or what was that experience where it went from, where it transitioned from this is what I do to my lifestyle and who I am?
Okay, well, I can answer that. There was a time at my former church where I was leading worship, and the people were just not responsive, and they just weren't worshiping. And I had to admit, I got an attitude. I'm like, come on, y'all not worshiping, y'all not praying. And then I kind of went on a little rant, and then, it turned into anger. And then I remember after service, God convicted me and said, I don't want you to ever do that again. God told me never do that again. He said, I want you to minister out of brokenness and not out of bitterness. And that's what a lot of praise and worship leaders have been doing. They're broken, but they don't know how to quite deal with that. And so they become bitter of life experiences that have left them, broken and not feeling good. And you have to get back to that wholeness with God. He said, I want you to minister out of the brokenness and not out of the bitterness. That was my light bulb moment.
Oh my goodness, that was so powerful, because how many times have we the congregation, have experienced that, like
Someone
yelling at
you.
us, whipping us, and it's just like, really though? Like,
Yeah.
I've been beat on the outside.
I came to the conclusion that, and someone said it in the workshop, yelling at people is not going to make them understand worshiping God any better.
Right.
So, yeah.
That is very, very true, because people are already hurting, going through their own changes, and have not immersed themselves, for whatever reason, into a relationship with Him. So they're coming to church looking for something, and to be beat up and to be yelled at is not what they're looking for. So the heart, first of all, for you to be open, to receive that from the Father, and then to work out of it, I just think it's just amazing. So, what is He talking to you? What's on your heart? What is the Father saying to you right now? And your personal
right now?
Devotion, that you can share with us and our viewers, that will encourage them.
Yeah, well, He's telling me to give Him even more of Him, give more of myself to Him. For a long time, we say, oh, God, I give you more, I give you everything. I believe that we have to give God everything. And, my pastor always teaches that we can be honest with God. You can tell God, I don't like what I'm going through. I don't appreciate this. I don't like going through these trials. And, it's okay to have your little moment with God, but let it just be that, a moment.
Right.
Have your moment and get back to where you were in God.
Right.
And you just be honest with God. For those of you that have lost their staleness, have gotten stale in their relationship, come back to Him. He was there all the time.
You
God
can
is
speak
waiting.
to our viewers.
I'm telling you, God has never left you. He's not mad at you. He was there all the time. He's still there. All you have to do is just call on Him, and He not will be there. He is there, waiting for you to call on Him. God is always there.
Amen.
And there might be a song coming out of that soon. I don't know.
All right now. But no, those are words of nuggets, because, and real quickly, because we have to go, we've enjoyed our time with you, but you've said quite a few nuggets in this. And I just love that you are a young man who is saved, single, sanctified, and love the Father. I love to interview and talk with people like that, because, everybody is not angry with Him. But as you said, the moment, you can have that moment, but don't make that moment a lifestyle.
Right.
Years and years of still being upset and angry with Him. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you. I enjoyed being here.
Yes, me too. So, well, look at our viewers and tell them where they can find you on social media if they want to book you, and definitely, again, the name of the single and how they can download it.
Okay. All right. I have a Facebook and an Instagram. My Facebook name is Aurelius I Love You Jesus Palmer. That's Aurelius. Aurelius I Love You Jesus Palmer. And my Instagram is just simply Aurelius Palmer. Very easy to get in contact with me. And the new single is called I'm Expecting a Blessing, and it's available everywhere. Go get it. I'm telling you, download it. I promise you it'll bless you real good. And if it doesn't, call me and tell me. I'll get you something else.
Yes. And if you wanted to book my brother, you can definitely reach out to him on Facebook, on social media. And how about the email address for them?
That is apalmer and unitedpraise@gmail.com. That's apalmer, AND, unitedpraise@gmail.com. or there's cnr1222@gmail.com.
Okay, we're going to work on that second one.
Okay, CNR122. I know. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
You can edit that
I
out.
love you.
Yeah, I know you'll
No,
edit.
we're going to leave it. Stop wrecking my show again.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
I know. All right, let's get serious. I got to close this out. Okay, thank you so much for watching Living the Vision. As you can see, my brother Rel is a mess.
Live the vision, y'all. Live the vision.
But he loves God, and we appreciate that. So thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, I'm your host, Donna Lady G. Thank you so much for joining us.